How's it going, everybody? Doomlarius right here. Today I've got ourselves some District 1A District 5 predictions for the games that go on tomorrow night on September 17th for the Oklahoma 1A District, for the Oklahoma 1A Conference, excuse me. So, tomorrow we got ourselves some really good matchups. I'll name off every matchup that we got, and then I'll name off my predictions as we go along. Alright, so, who I got down as the number 6 matchup, the one that'll probably not be very interesting. Unfortunately, as a Wyandotte fan, I have to put our game here. We're not going to put up a fight. It's just, Colcord's really good. Stormy Yodel, he's really, really fast. And as we've shown the past 2 games, we're terrible against the run. All Colcord needs to do is run the ball against us, and it's going to be an easy blowout. Our special teams is also lacking. Do we have a chance? Yeah, every team has a chance to win, but not this early in the season. Later on, probably. But this early, we've just got too many mishaps going on. This could be a very good learning experience. I have Colcord winning this game 63-7. No offense to my team or anything. This is just how I see this game playing out so early on in the season. And I'm sorry to say that. But now we got to move on to game number 5. We've got the Ketchum Warriors at the Chelsea Dragons. Now, Ketchum, they were coming off a 27-game losing streak coming into this season. They lost game 1, making it 28. And then they pulled off what at least I couldn't think they could do. They got a win, 28-0 against Canadian not last week, a few weeks ago. It was a blowout, and I'm proud of the Ketchum Warriors, but the partying stops there. I got the Dragons winning 49-6 because Chelsea really, really improved the past few years. Especially last year, they started off their few games with blowout wins. They ended up destroying the Nawada Ironmen last week, scoring like 55 points. That's incredible, coming from what we're usually used to seeing Chelsea getting blown out all the time. But congrats to the Dragons. I do have you guys winning 49-6. On to game number 4. We have the Afton Eagles versus the Hobart Riders. Now, both teams are 0-2. Afton had lost a lot of experience, and that shows on not only the score sheet, but the depth chart. Last week, they also had to face the Colcord Hornets, ended up losing 63-13. I don't expect their winning streak to... I don't expect them to put a 1 on that win streak, put a 1 on their win column, so I'm sorry, Afton, but I have you losing to the Riders 36-24 in an offensive shootout. It'll be a close game at first. It'll probably be 14-14 at the half, but then Hobart will just run away with it. I'm sorry, Afton, but this is just how I see it. Game number 3, Commerce versus Kiefer. Now, this is going to be a good matchup, mainly because this is Commerce's... This is on a 2-game win streak for Commerce. Last week, they ended up destroying the Chelsea Dragons, 44-14, I believe. And they ended up destroying the Galena Bulldogs, who honestly put them on a clinic last year. I have Commerce winning this one 46-20. Their passing attack is really good, and if you can pass in Oklahoma, you can win games. as well as Commerce has a really set-in-stone run game as well. So, I have Commerce winning this one, 46-20. Now on to a more interesting matchup. We've got the 2-0 Fairland Owls. That's not something anybody is used to saying, because Fairland hasn't started off the season with the win since 2010 when they beat the Wyandotte Bears 26-6. Stop it. I love you, buddy, but you gotta not do that, okay? I'm recording. Okay? Good boy. So, what's gonna go down in this game? It's gonna be a slugfest. Alright, these two teams are very, very good at the run. They're known for their run offenses, usually. Salina, they're 1-1. I understand. They aren't showing up with a very impressive record, but they came off of a win 2 weeks ago against Locust Grove, 36-0, and then last week they pushed Inola, the Longhorns. Those guys have been pretty tough for 2A teams and under, but last week Salina pushed them to, I want to say, a 19-14 game. It was a really close game too. They pushed them, but unfortunately they couldn't come out with the win. But I do see this game being really good. Jimmy Hudson, I do believe you get your third win here. I do believe Fairland wins this one 28-14. I'm not on the Salina hype train just yet. They're 2-0. They're in 2A, but Fairland, they've had the talent. They just haven't had the coaching, and they finally got it. 2 games in a row, they've won 40-0. I see them getting off to their best start in a long time. They win 28-14 in my books. Now to the game of the week in District 5 for the class of 1A. We've got the Pawhuska Huskies versus the Hominy Bucks. Now, this was a matchup last year that went down really, really well for Pawhuska. Hominy did not stand a chance at all. Pawhuska just threw the ball over their defense. They couldn't recover. It was a 55-0 blowout. Around there, at least. Pawhuska, they're off to a 1-1 start. They do end up winning their first game by a huge margin against Perry, but they fell off a little bit against Victory Christian a few weeks ago. They had a bye week last week. I expect them to fix things this week. On the offensive side, at least, I do expect them to give up a lot of points again. They lost some seniors. There are players that aren't as experienced on this team. But I do expect them to win because their coaching is really good. I have the Pawhuska Huskies winning the game of the week in a 42-34 slugfest. It's gonna be insane. There's gonna be passing touchdowns. There's gonna be rushing. There's probably even gonna be a defensive touchdown or two by both teams. It's gonna be a really good game. And excuse me while I have to go. These puppies are insane. Okay, like even more insane than these Huskies are gonna be tomorrow. All right. That'll be a good enough video for today. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day, guys. See you tomorrow.